state tournament now in the books, the high school basketball season is now coming to a close. But here in the city, 60 of Boston's best and brightest high school hardwood stars were able to cap off their season on Saturday at the 2013 All-City Basketball Classic. So let's head to the Cabot Center at Northeastern University for this one. There you see Takora McIntyre. She's a freshman. It's her first All-Star game, but she didn't play like it. First quarter, Takora with the fast break bucket right there gives the Blue All-Stars a 1-point lead early on. Early in the second quarter now, Red All-Stars down by 3. Kamisha Kelly ties it up with a trifecta right there. We're tied at 12. Middle of the second quarter now, Blue team goes on the run. McIntyre finishes high off the glass, puts the Blue squad up by 7. But just before the half, it's Deandra Humphreys at a new mission, getting the steal and the lane. She ties the game going into the break at 23 apiece. Late third quarter now, Blue team down by 2. McIntyre finds Jaleesa Ross underneath for the lane. They tie it up at 30 apiece. Fourth quarter now, Red team down by 5. Raven Kelsey gets the putback right here for the Red squad. She gets them within 3. Then later on in the fourth, Amber Edwards for the Blue team, hitting a long 2 as she increases their lead to 6 points there down the stretch. Now with a minute to go, Raven Kelsey buries the elbow jumper right there as she cuts the Blue lead down to 2. Less than 10 seconds to go now, Blue team up by 3. Both teams trade possessions here at the end of the ball game. Back to Humphreys we go, and Deandra tries a desperation 3, comes just a couple inches short as the Blue team goes on to win 50-47 in the girls All-City Basketball Classic. Let's head to the boys' side now. Brighton coaching staff coaching the Red team in the boys game, but it was the Blue squad who came out firing there in the first quarter. Ricky Smith at a Fenway high drills that baseline jump shot, puts the Blue squad up by 5. Then later on in the first, it's Nate Anderson going coast to coast. Look at the big fella. Lay it in there as for the Red team as he brings them within 4. Second quarter now, Blue team up by 6. Davon Edwards, deep 3 right there for the Red squad. He cuts the Blue lead in half. Blue team goes on a run just before the break though. Taris Wilson out of Charlestown lays it down to Madison Park's David Stewart as the Blue team goes up by 5. 30 seconds left to go in the half. It's Wilson with the fadeaway jumper, rattles that one home. Blue squad led by 8 at the break. We're going to head to the third quarter now. And the Brighton Bengals really take over here in the second half. Malik James with the fancy finish. Then it's in the third quarter. Blue team up by 1. Nick Simpson with the go-ahead 3 right there. Red team then leads 52-50. Fourth quarter now, 1-point ball game. Taris Wilson out on the break, finishes with the jam. He puts the Blue squad back up by 1. Then late in the fourth quarter, still a 1-point game. Malik James behind the back to Prince Enebu, the big fella, as Red team regains the lead there for good. Then 2 minutes to go. It's Enebu with the block. Malik James then taps it out to his teammate Nick Simpson for another 3. He puts the Red squad up by 4, and they go on to win this one 71-63. Excellent game there at the Cabot Center at Northeastern. Now, along with bragging rights for an entire year, players and coaches from each winning team also receive tickets to a Celtics game on April 7th. So congratulations to all winning players and coaches. On top of the All-Star selection, Brighton High's Malik James continues to compile the individual hardware. Last week, the Brighton junior point guard was named ESPN Boston's Mr. Basketball. The award is presented annually to the top high school basketball player in Massachusetts. In 27 games this season, Malik averaged 22 points, 11 assists, and 5 rebounds en route to leading Brighton to its first Boys Division II state basketball championship in school history. Malik will be presented with the Mr. Basketball Award at a later date during this current school year. So congratulations to Malik James. Make sure you get used to hearing his name because that will not be the last time. That's going to do it for sports this week, folks. Make sure you come right back here next week for more on Boston Neighborhood Sports.